Sully was doing work on himself. Like I was. Like I am still, you could say. I don't want you to get the wrong idea when I say this, but... Alright, I'm just going to put this out there. I love the man. Alright, I said it. Now, when I say I loved him, I don't mean I had them kind of feelings for him. You know the kind I'm talking about, because trust me, there ain't never been a time when I had them kind of feelings for boys. It's always been girls for me. But I loved Sully. I know exactly what you're thinking. You're saying to yourself, this girl is full of shit. Because you will think you know what happened. You're saying to yourself, funny kind of love considering what went down. I hear you. But you're wrong. I love the man. The road is like that. You never know where it's going to take you. You take your first step and you might think you know where you're going. But you don't. No one does. And anyone who tries to tell you different, that they're in control, they know what they're doing, that person's just full of shit. On a road, all you can do is keep putting one foot in front of the other and then wait and see what happens next. If you're lucky, you keep moving more or less in the same direction you think you want to go. If luck ain't on your side, anything can happen. Shit you never in your life thought could ever happen. The morning after the Summerhouse riot, that was a madness. That morning, I knew Sully would want to talk, and that talk was going to be difficult for me. Either way, I was in the worst kind of situation. The kind where it looks like you've got options, but the reality is, you don't. Because no matter what you do, you know things are going to get messy. Nothing worse than being in that situation. Am I right? You will think you know what happened next. But this is the true story behind what you think you know. Girls' night out. Depending how far back you want to go in the whole history of the Summerhouse mandem, you could say it all started way back in the times of Bobby Rakes and Lee Green. That was a long time ago, when Deshane and Sully were just starting out and I was just a girl still at school. I wasn't on the road then, but I've heard plenty of people talking since. Bits and pieces. Enough to know that that's when the bad blood started between them two. And over the years, it just built up and got worse, even when they were working together and making a lot of peace for each other. But I don't want to go back to them times. It's not necessary, because as far as I'm concerned, it was the night I was in Chasers when the whole thing kicked off. Chasers is this dodgy club in the West End that for some reason Becks likes. I never liked it that much. I'm there because Becks wanted to go with her posh friends to celebrate one of their birthdays, and also one of them got promotion at work. They'd already had a few drinks by the time I arrive. Someone pours me a glass of champagne and this girl who's got the promotion, Lucia, says to me how happy Becks is. "We've all been really worried about her," she says. "The last girl Becks was with was a nightmare. She was so needy. It was all about her. She made Becks miserable. But since she got together with you, she's been so happy." "I'm happy too," I say, which is true. "You make a great-looking couple," she says. "What do you do?" I'm not sure exactly what she's asking. "For work, I mean," she says. "I ain't really working right now," I tell her. "Okay," she says, with a little bit of an edge which I don't care for. Her girlfriend Sharon comes over and kisses me on both cheeks. I've met Sharon a couple of times before, but she's not a friend of mine by any means. Sharon's a little drunk and very smiley. She says, "Jack, you must know someone who could get us some office supplies." I've heard it called 1,000 different things, but I've never heard it called office supplies before. But of course, I know what she's talking about. "Just to keep the party going," Lucia says with a big grin. Okay, 2 things about this. First off, along with Becks, I'm the only black girl in their company and she comes to ask me. Maybe that ain't so surprising. A lot of people assume if you're black, you can get them drugs. But second, Sharon is a fed. Maybe that ain't so surprising either. Because the more you find out about the Metropolitan Police these days, the more they look like just another London gang. And anyway, feds are people like the rest of us. They do what the rest of us do. And a lot of us like to get high. Sharon's smiling this big smile at me. "Go on," she says.